Ford should be worried.
Not because of horsepower, not because of a badge, because of something GMC just built into this truck that literally no other half-ton off-roader on sale, not the Raptor, not the RHO, is allowed to have. And the strange part, almost nobody's talking about it yet. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is and why engineers had to fight for it. For the last few years, GMC's A4X has lived in a strange spot. Respected, capable, but always one step behind the truck everyone actually talks about, the Raptor. The outgoing Sierra AT4X ran 33-inch tires. The Raptors run 35s. In a world of off-road bragging rights, 2 inches is an entire argument. So when spy photographers caught a heavily camouflaged prototype testing late last year, one detail jumped out immediately. Bigger wheel wells, taller rubber, and something hanging off the front bumper that nobody could quite explain. That detail matters. Hold on to it, because we're coming back to it. On June 25th, 2026, GMC finally pulled the cover off, and the front end alone tells you this isn't a mid-cycle refresh. A taller, more vertical grille, signature lighting with available welcome and farewell animations. A completely different stance from the outgoing truck. But the A4X doesn't just wear the family face, it gets its own. An exclusive hood with 2 black power domes, a high-clearance front bumper, integrated fog lights, and red recovery hooks mounted horizontally instead of vertically, like every other trim in the lineup. That's not a styling choice. Engineers don't reposition recovery points for fun. We'll find out why later, because that detail connects to something much bigger. Here's where things get interesting. The tires GMC confirmed are 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs, a first for the Sierra, and finally on par with the Raptor's rubber. But tires alone don't win a trail fight. Underneath, GMC fitted Multimatic Jounce Control Dampers, the same supplier that builds shocks for the Ford Mustang GT and the Ferrari Purosang. That's not a budget parts bin. That's motorsport-grade damping technology, tuned specifically to control high-speed impacts and rough terrain without losing composure. Pair that with a factory 2-inch suspension lift, and you got a truck that's been fundamentally re-engineered from the frame up, not just reskinned. But that still isn't the biggest change. Let's set the stage. 3 trucks are about to fight for the same buyer. The Ford F-150 Raptor built its reputation on desert-running suspension travel and a twin-turbo V6 with real horsepower numbers already public. The Ram 1500 RHO went a different direction. Twin-turbo 6, no V8 at all, betting the entire off-road segment is moving away from big displacement engines. GMC just went the opposite way, twice. 2 brand new, 6th generation small block V8s in 5.7-liter and 6.6-liter displacements, alongside an enhanced 2.7-liter TurboMax Turbo 4 and a class-exclusive Duramax diesel. Now, here's where I have to be straight with you. GMC has not released official horsepower, torque, or towing numbers yet. Anyone giving you exact figures right now is guessing. We'll get those closer to launch, and I'll cover it the moment it drops. So is horsepower really the biggest story here? Actually, no. And that's the part almost everyone is going to miss. Because while everyone argues about engines, GMC quietly created a problem for 2 very expensive brands. Inside, the AT4X gets a 16.3-inch articulating center display that physically moves to reveal a hidden storage cubby behind it, a 12.2-inch driver display, and, depending on trim, an 11.5-inch front passenger screen with a cover that slides up to conceal it when you don't want a passenger scrolling through menus at 70 miles an hour. Combined, GMC says that's more digital real estate than anything else in the class. But screens are easy to brag about. The harder engineering problem is underneath, and that's where the real story picks back up. Remember that detail we told you to hold on to? The recovery hooks. The camouflage, the thing spy photographers couldn't identify. Here's the payoff. The 2027 A4X comes with front and rear electronic locking differentials, working together with the truck's drive modes to optimize traction across virtually any surface. And according to GMC, that exact combination, locking both axles electronically in a half-ton pickup, is not offered by a single competitor in this class. Not the Raptor, not the RHO. Think about what that actually means in practice. On a rock crawl, a locked front and rear axle can put power to wheels that would otherwise just spin helplessly in the air. It's the difference between crawling over an obstacle and getting stuck in front of it. This is the part almost nobody's talking about yet, because GMC buried it in a press release full of screen specs and engine names. But if you're the kind of buyer who actually leaves pavement, this single spec might matter more than every horsepower number combined. Would you actually trade a bigger engine number for a locker no competitor can match? That's a real debate. Drop your answer in the comments, because truck people are going to disagree hard on this one. Here's an industry secret most car channels won't tell you. GM didn't build this truck in isolation. The 2027 Sierra shares its bones with the redesigned 2027 Chevrolet Silverado. Same generation, same new V8 family, same next-gen architecture. But GMC made a deliberate choice to visually and mechanically separate the AT4X from anything wearing a Chevy bow tie. Different hood, different fascia. A cabin GMC says is genuinely unique to Sierra's upper trims, not just a badge swap. That's expensive. Automakers don't spend that kind of engineering budget on cosmetic difference alone. Not unless they believe the AT4X buyer is willing to pay a real premium to feel like they didn't just buy a dressed-up Silverado. And that premium could be significant. GMC hasn't announced 2027 pricing, but for context, the current generation AT4X and Denali Ultimate trims sit in the mid-$80,000 range. If that trend holds, don't expect this truck to be cheap. Now here's something that could genuinely change the calculus for hardcore buyers. GMC confirmed the AEV Edition package is coming back for the 2027 AT4X. The same partnership that's given past Sierra AT4X trucks even more aggressive off-road hardware straight from the factory. If GM follows the pattern from the outgoing generation, that package could stack even further onto an already class-leading locker setup in 35-inch tires. My prediction? This is where GMC tries to outflank the Raptor entirely. Not by chasing horsepower, but by making the case that no factory Raptor, however you spec it, can match the AT4X's mechanical traction advantage on truly technical terrain. Is that enough to win the sales fight? Horsepower still sells trucks in America, but it's a fascinating bet. Refinement and mechanical grip over raw numbers. Here's the twist almost nobody expected from GMC. For years, off-road trim meant stripped down and utilitarian. Rubber floors, basic cloth, a truck built to get dirty and stay cheap. The 2027 AT4X flips that completely. An exclusive timber mahogany color scheme. Enhanced bolster front seats built to hold you in place on rough terrain. A flat-bottom sports steering wheel. Stained steel door speaker grills. And this is the part that surprised even longtime GMC watchers. A standard panoramic sunroof. A standard panoramic sunroof on the trim designed to go rock crawling. GMC isn't just building a capable truck anymore. They're betting that the AT4X buyer wants to arrive somewhere nice after the trail, not just survive it. That's the real story of this reveal. It's not the engine. It's not even the locker. It's that GMC decided the most off-road capable Sierra ever built also had to be the most refined cabin in the lineup outside of the Denali Ultimate. Refined and brutal in the same truck. That's a genuinely hard needle to thread. And if GMC actually pulled it off, it changes what buyers should expect from every off-road trim that follows. So here's where this leaves us. GMC has shown us the face, the frame, the tires, the dampers, the screens, and a locker no competitor can match. What they haven't shown us, on purpose, is the number that ultimately decides this fight. Horsepower, torque, towing, and price. GMC says the full lineup arrives at dealerships before the end of 2026, with detailed specs and pricing coming closer to that date. And that leaves one real question hanging over this entire truck. One Ford and Ram are almost certainly asking too. Can a class-exclusive locking differential setup in a genuinely upscale cabin actually beat raw horsepower bragging rights in the eyes of American truck buyers? We're about to find out. And when GMC finally releases those numbers, This channel will be the first to break down exactly what they mean. So tell me, Raptor or HO or this? Comment below, because I read every single one.